Hey, it's Scott from the productionacademy.com. Today in this video we're going to look at what a DI does. This is also called a direct box. It's something that's really common on stage. It's a very essential audio tool, but it's also something that not a lot of beginning engineers or musicians on stage really have a full grasp of. So I just want to break it down to the really simplest parts here in this video. And to demonstrate, I have a DI here made by Pile. This is a Chinese manufacturer. This isn't really a DI that we use on big professional productions. My favorite DIs are made by Radial Engineering from Canada. The JDI and the J48 are fantastic, and that's pretty much my standard touring DI. But this one's great for just demonstrating exactly what this does. So the most important thing we have to think about with the DI is unbalanced versus balanced audio. With unbalanced audio, you can only really run a signal about 20-30 feet before you start losing audio quality. But with a balanced signal, you can run a balanced signal hundreds of feet without any problems. This is where the DI comes in. The DI is going to interface the 1/4 inch unbalanced input. It's going to transform it to a balanced XLR output, and this is going to be able to run all the way to the console, to the splitter, however you're getting audio into the console. So that's the main thing it does. It lets you get an unbalanced signal all the way to the rest of the audio system. So it does do one more thing. The 1/4 inch inputs, which are either line or instrument level. If you're using, say, an electronic keyboard, it's going to be a line level signal. The DI also transforms it to a balanced mic level signal. So this is what the console is expecting. The microphone preamp, the first part in the signal chain in the console, is usually expecting a mic level signal. So sending a mic level balanced signal into that preamp is the best way to go. Now, there are two features that we find on almost any DI, a pad and a ground lift. I want to show you first here the pad, which it just says ATT, that stands for attenuation, which is what a pad does. It attenuates the signal by a fixed amount. This one has an option for 0 dB, a 20 dB cut, or a 40 dB cut. So if you have a really hot signal coming into the DI, that's going to knock it down a little bit so that the signal, when it ends up hitting the console, is going to be at an appropriate level. We also have a ground lift, ground switch. What that does is it breaks any ground loops you might have. If you have a ground loop, it can just kind of be a low buzz in the sound. This ground switch is going to break the ground in this audio path in the DI, which hopefully will break the ground loop and help get the signal to be cleaner, so you don't have a buzz in your signal. So if you want to know more about these concepts, exactly how they work, we go into way more detail in our essential live sound training, which you can find at theproductionacademy.com. But I just wanted to break it down to the very simplest terms about what the DI does, which is taking a line level unbalanced signal, transforming it into a balanced mic level signal, and running it so it can run all the way to the console. As always, if you have any questions or comments, just post them right below this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so you get all the new videos as they come out. And until next week, hope you have a good weekend. Bye.